Hi everyone, and thank you for purchasing the Shop the Articles Shopify section by qwiqode. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use it. This section features adding products from a collection or individually and to be used as a carousel inside your article page. So to get started, let's add some products. Let's add from a collection first, but in case you want to add individual products, you can select them from here, all these products. Okay. Now, this will override any products from the collection. Okay, so keep that in mind. We also have an option to select these products individually from a meta field. This is a nice option to have in case you want to use different products on different single articles. Let's add a meta field for it. I'm going to remove this because I'm going to use a collection meta field. I'm going to remove it. And from here, I'm going to click on Connect Dynamic Source. Right now, we don't have a meta field, so let's create one. Okay, from here we can add a title for it. Let's call it Single Article Collection. Okay, and on description we can put Collection from Single Article. Now in type we can select from here a collection. So let's save it, and now it's created. Now in order to use this on our section, let's go to the single article and add a collection to it. So I have this single article open. I'm going to refresh to see the newly created meta field. As you can see at the bottom, we have a meta field definition available. We're going to click on Show All, and we have Single Article Collection. And from here, I'm going to click on it and select a collection. I created a custom collection, so I'm going to click on Custom Collection and click on Save. Let's go back to the customizer. To connect that meta field, now we will click on Connect Dynamic Source, and we will see here that meta field that we just created. So I'm going to click on it, and that's it. All these products are from that meta field that we just created. Okay, we can do the same with single products. So I'm going to show you. Remove this. Now, as you can see, we don't have on the blog post a meta field. So let's add one for it. Okay. On title, we can put something like Single Article List of Products. On description, list of products for single article. And on type, we can select product. Let's see. And in here, we select list of products because we want to add multiple ones. And click on Save, and that's done. Now we have to go to the single article in order to add products to that meta field. So I have here a single article. I'm gonna refresh to see the newly created meta field, and we should be able to see it at the bottom. Cool, we have it here. Show All. We have here Single Article List of Products. So I'm gonna click on it and select my products. Let's add some products. All this, okay? And click on Add. And now we click on Save. So now we have on that single article two meta fields, the collection that we created and the list of products. Let's go back to add that meta field to the customizer. Now in here, we will be able to see the single article list of products. So let's click on it, and that's it. All these products are from the meta field that we just created. Down here, we have some settings for the rest of the section. We have the limit of numbers of products to load, maybe less like this, or I really like to be like around 8 products. Anyway, on my list is a list of 8, so this works fine. But in case you want to add a collection that has many products, you can limit the amount in here. Okay, and we have here the section title. Let's call it something like Our New Collection. It's here. And then in here, our latest products. Down here, we have some carousel settings. We have slides to show. We can put like 3 or 2 or 5, 6. It's up to you. I really like to be 4, so I'm going to leave it like that. And we have an option to, instead of scrolling one by one, if you enable this, it will scroll the whole list, okay? The whole row of products. I'm going to leave it disabled because I like it was. You can also add an autoplay to the carousel and control the speed down here. Each 3 seconds, this is going to automatically move. I'm gonna leave it disabled for now. And we also have this option of show overflow of items. This is this little part of the next or previous products to show it. If you disable it, it will only show the active ones. But I really like the effect, so I'm gonna leave it like that. We also have infinite scroll, and this option loop the products all over again. So it's like an endless loop of the same products, okay? But if you want to disable it, you can click in here. And then this is gonna stop at the last product and this way on the first product. But I really like the effect, so I'm gonna leave it like this. Now, you can control the space between slides from here. You can put them very, very close or with no gap at all. And the same you have it for mobile. And then in here, you control the line color. Let's say I want a red line. Cool. And then on the background, I want it to be maybe blue or actually white in here. Now, down here we have arrows distance from edge. Okay, this controls how far away is the arrow. If you want it to be floating outside the section or inside. By default, we have it inside the wrapper of the section, but you can also select outside. So that distance will be from the corner to the outside if you have this option. If you have it inside, they will be from the corner to the inside. So let's say I want them to be like this. So I really like that distance. I'm gonna leave it like that. We have also custom arrows. If you want to add your own, you can select them from there. Okay, down here we have section styling. And the first option is hide on empty. This will hide your section if no products or collections are available. We added this option in case you're using the metafields to show the products, either list of products or collection. And let's say you added all those metafields to many single articles, but on some articles you didn't add them. So in case you didn't add them, just hide the whole section instead of looking empty. So in case you want to do that, you will click on hide on empty. For now, I'm gonna leave it hide on empty because I don't want to show the section if there are no products to it. Okay. Down here we have section position. And what this does is move the whole section to be outside or put it inside your article. If I click on inside article, I'll get this message that says for displaying the section inside the article, please copy the following code and paste it on the desired position inside the article in the HTML view of the editor. So I'm seeing this message because I need to add this code inside the article in order to see it in that part. Let's say I want to add it here. So I will go to the single article, click on show HTML, and it's around here. And I paste it and click on save. And then I go back here. I'm still seeing this. Let me click on save to refresh. And now we added the section inside the article. Okay, and it's working good. But for this example, while I show you the rest of the settings, I'm gonna leave it outside. Okay, the next setting is the section width. This is only available when it's outside the full width, like this. So let's add a background color so you can see the whole area. When this is set to full width, the content max width controls the content area. Okay, so if you want to have full width, but you want the center to be not that wide, you can control it from here. You can make it all the way to here. But if you want to have it real full width, so it won't stay in that box area, you can toggle it here. And then this will expand all the way to the sides. But for now, I'm gonna leave it without this because I want to control how big the content area is. And now we have the section header position. This is only available when it's on regular. So it's gonna look like this. So you can show it outside the wrapper with the color. But for now, I'm gonna leave it inside the wrapper because I want it to be full width. And then down here we have the margins, which is the distance outside. And we have the padding, which is the distance inside. Let's say I want more distance in here and maybe at the bottom and maybe on the sides. Then in here we have the same settings for mobile. And here we have section header styling. That's in case you have a long title. Let's say you have something like this, a very long title. You would control that max width from here. For now, I'm gonna leave it 100%. I'm gonna remove this again, because I don't need it. Okay, but in case you want to control that width, you will control it there on the section header max width. On section title styling, we have the alignment. You can put it on the left, right, and select the color. Okay, you can also select custom font. You can select from the list, or if you have a custom font on your theme, you can add it here. Let's say you have a Helvetica, you can put here the name. It will overwrite this title font. And then in here, you select the font weight, okay? I'm gonna leave it as default. And then in here, you control the margins of the title. You can control the top, bottom, the font size. Let's say I want this title to be a little bigger. We have here the line height. What the line height does is the distance between the characters vertically. For example, let's say you have this, it's a longer title. Let's say something like this. So that line height will control the distance between these two. You'll do it right here. Now, the letter spacing is the same, but it's the space between the characters horizontally. So if I want to add more space, it will look like this. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this. Okay, let's go back. And down here we have the same options for mobile. And we also have the text block, left, right, or center. Let's say I want this to be red, and then the font size, and the bottom margin, the line height, letter spacing. Okay, down here we have product image styling. You can select the dimensions for this image. As default is square, but you can select original, portrait, or landscape. Okay, I really like how it looks on square, so I'm gonna leave it like that. And you can also add a border radius. Maybe if you put it all the way, it's gonna look like circles. Okay, but I really like square, so I'm gonna leave it like this. And you can also add a custom height to the image. If I enable this, you will control the height from here. For now, I'm gonna leave it disabled. And then you have the option for image opacity and hover. As you can see, nothing happens. If I enable this, it will create this effect. Okay, down here we have product content styling. So right now the alignment is on the center. You can put it on the left, right? The same for mobile. You can show or hide the product title. And you can select the wrapper for it, and you can adjust the color. Let's say I want to be dark, and the same options: custom font, the font size, line height, and letter spacing. And we also added a minimum height in case you have product with a longer title that it expands a little bit more. So this will control that minimum height of those product titles. And you also have the top margin, bottom margin. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at 0. Because I want to be auto. The font size, maybe a little smaller, okay? And then down here, we have the product price styling. As default, it's not showing it, but if you want to show it, you click in here. And then you have here to show the from price, in case you have variants on the price. And here, you can also select the price color. Let's say we want like a green, okay? And the same, custom font, font size, margins, all that. And then down here we have the compare at price styling, which is this little gray. So in case you have an offer, you can customize that number here. Now down here we have the product button styling. You can show it or not, okay? Change the label. Let's say instead of shop now, I want to say buy now. And we have the same fonts, font size. And then we have the padding, which is controls the distance between the letters and the border, the vertical padding. Okay, so maybe around here, I like it. Border width, maybe a little bolder. This controls the border radius. And then we have the margin top and bottom and the font size. And then down here we have the button colors. We can make it like this, blue. The background, we can also have it to be maybe white. And then on hover, green. So the background will be green. Like this. Okay. I really like the styling, so I'm going to leave it like that and click on save. And that's it. Thank you again. And if you have any questions or run into any issues, please don't hesitate to reach out to us via the support page on our website. Take care.